Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. Today we're going to talk about some stories with bats. And my wife's here to verify some of our crazy bat stories that we've had living in the house. Uh, some pretty crazy ones. We're going to talk about a few today. We love bats outside the house. We have 4 bat houses to attract and to keep the insects. And yeah, we like.
Insects.
Yeah, we like
Mosquitoes.
yeah, especially mosquitoes. But we like the bats, just not in the house. So, do you want to tell your favorite bat story or what it was like when you moved into the house? Maybe
I don't know that I have a favorite bat story. Before we got married, I lived here for like, I don't know, 7 months. And back then we had like a barn door that had a padlock on it. So you had to like drive the car to the back of the property, shine your car lights on this door, unlock it with a padlock, climb down old basement stairs after you climbed over like tubs and bikes and stuff to the basement, and then up the stairs to unlock the door to get in the house because I couldn't carry groceries that way. And I remember one night I was climbing down in the dark. I didn't have any lights with me, so I'm like making my way. And when I came back to shut the door, I realized that I had just about stepped on a almost completely dead bat, and it was screeching. And I'm so thankful that I didn't step on it because it probably would have made me never live there again until he came. But that was one story before he came, and
I think the first year we were married, we had
9 bats.
we had 9 bats that I had to take care of in the house. What was your favorite weapon that I used to take care of the bats?
The most effective would probably be either shovel or tennis racket, but the most creative were my dress pants, and I'll let you tell that story.
So we had a bat in our bedroom,
That we could hear.
but we thought we got it out of the bedroom and we put like sheets up because we didn't have doors in the rooms at that time, and it ended up being
Stuck in the room because we locked it in.
yeah, we locked it in the bedroom, and the only thing that I could find were a pair of pants. I didn't know what they were from like the dirty laundry pile, but they ended up being your good dress pants that I tackled the bat with.
Yeah, and
got
then he
rid of
beat it.
Yeah, and I
In
beat
my
it
pants.
inside
And-
the dress pants. But
And
yeah,
there ended up being another one under the bed that we didn't know about, and we didn't find that until months later when he moved our bed from the room it was in then until to the new room that we had just remodeled while I was in the hospital with our oldest.
yeah, there was a dead bat
And
there.
they found a decayed, petrified bat under the bed.
We once had a bat between the window and the screen. You remember that one?
Yeah, it got in, but it couldn't get out.
So we left it between the window and the screen just to see. It was kind of
How long it would last.
Yeah, it was kind of mean of us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we also couldn't get it out without letting it in the
Yeah,
house.
because the
So,
windows
yeah.
didn't open in the house at that time.
Yeah, and then
The one in the basement.
there was one in the basement flying around. That scared me to death. I
Yeah,
went
that
to
was-
turn on a light and it came flying out of nowhere, and oh my goodness, that was scary.
That was really
yeah.
bad.
There's been a lot.
There's been a lot of
A
bats.
lot.
Now we like seeing them come out of the bat houses at night.
Yeah, they're good for
We
us.
can hear them screeching and doing their job.
Yeah.
So I got a verse for you guys today, and bear with me as I go through it. You're going to be wondering. Luke 10, 19 and 20. Behold, I have given you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall hurt you. And I kind of picked that verse because I was thinking about the bats and how sometimes bats are the enemy, especially inside our house. We want them outside our house. And it's like that too with snakes and scorpions. They're outside taking care of things, field mice and insects and different things, but we don't want them in our house. We need to be careful what we let into our bodies too. And the second verse, verse 20, Luke 10:20 goes like this: Nevertheless, do not rejoice in this, that the spirits are subject to you, but rejoice that your names are written in heaven. And I don't know about you guys that are watching, but when our names are written in heaven, in that Lamb's Book of Life, we have a future, and there's hope for us. And there wasn't a lot of hope for any of the bats that were living in our house. We had birds worse than the bats living in the house.
Another story.
Yeah, kind of funny because a friend of mine just called the other day saying they were having problems with the birds in their house. It just brings back these memories when you hear other people dealing with things. And I think that's part of the reason I like doing these videos, is because things that I've dealt with might be an encouragement to somebody else, or just be able to spur them on with their walk with Jesus. So, any final thoughts about bats before we close today?
Yes. Fun fact for you. A bat cannot take off from the ground. It has to throw itself in the air. We found that out when we came home one night and there was a bat in an empty tote bin in our, what was then the kitchen. And it was trying to climb, but it couldn't get a grip on the walls of the plastic. So it could not get out. So we were able to let that one, that was like the only one that got away because we let it back outside. But they have to be able to climb and throw themselves in the air. So if you see one on the ground, you could probably go up, scoop it in a bucket and take it outside because they can't fly unless they climb something.
Do you remember the bat we had on the porch?
Our son came in and was like, "Mom, there's a fox with wings outside." And one of our older boys went out and was like, "Yep, it's a bat. There's a bat out there." Yeah. So he died. He didn't make it.
And one of the books we were reading up on bats actually described them as like
flying foxes. Yeah.
Which was cool to hear him describe it like that. Yeah. It's just kind of a...
Out of the mouths of babes. We need to see a lot of life that way, the way that children do. They just walk in faith and trust their parents the way that we need to trust the Lord, for sure.
Did you also know that like 90% of all rabies that humans get are from bat bites? So make sure you do keep the bats out of your house if you got them.
Which is why there's a legitimate fear of them in your home, flying around. You know, and he grew up having bats in his house. I grew up having bats in our house. Like, it's just the normal country thing.
We had a grandpa bat that would fly between like my room and my parents' room as a kid. Oh.
It is entertaining to watch a man go after a bat in the night, though. I mean, no matter how you slice it, Facebook videos going viral. That would be one of them. Yeah. So.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, I'll just give you guys a quick snippet. It's called the Chicken Belly Flop. And if you guys get the chance to read 1 Samuel 24, that's going to be our story for tomorrow. Chicken Belly Flop, 1 Samuel 24. Thank you guys for joining us. And I'll have you do the send-off today.
Remember to mirror your maker and journey with Jesus.
All right. Catch you guys soon.